"20 Most Mysterious Wonders of China." Even locals are stunned upon discovery. Some lands never appear on travel maps, yet when we first set foot there, we experience a strange feeling, as if we had dreamed of this place from some distant time long ago. There are deep blue mountains that cannot be found on any map, yet they are the very soul, the ancestral root deeply connected to generations of indigenous people. And on that wind-swept highland, silent destinies still drift by, carrying with them countless stories never told. This is not the China of familiar postcards, but an entirely different world, pristine, sacred, and filled with profound mysteries. Nestled amidst the majestic northern mountain ranges, the Wudang Mountains have long been regarded as the legendary cradle of Chinese martial arts. This life is also closely tied to the image of Sun Wukong, a familiar character from folklore and a film that has accompanied countless generations. Therefore, UNESCO's recognition of the Wudang Mountains as a World Heritage Site in 1994 came as no great surprise. This not only reveals the majestic beauty of nature but also demonstrates the miraculous harmony between ancient architecture and millennia-old cultural values. Din Tan Truc is the highest peak of this mountain range, with an elevation of over 3,000 meters above sea level, and is also the center of the Doi Bat tourist complex. Beyond being the highest peak, this mountain is also revered as a sacred symbol, a convergence point for the vital energy of heaven and earth. Surrounded by sturdy fortress walls, more than 30 ancient temples are scattered across the mountainside. It forms a precious architectural ensemble that leaves every visitor in awe. In the northwest of China, Lake Canas possesses a completely distinct beauty. Nestled at an altitude of over 1,600 meters above sea level, the lake's surface stretches out in soft, winding curves like a strip of blue silk draped over the egg-shaped land. Covering an area of up to 12,000 square kilometers. The lake's signature emerald blue waters have left countless visitors utterly captivated and mesmerized. But what makes this place even more mysterious is the phenomenon of the lake emitting light. As the sunlight shone down on the water's surface, each ripple reflected a sparkling glimmer, creating magical colors akin to a radiant halo, making the natural scenery appear ethereal and magnificent. Not only that, but this lake was also formed during the Ice Age long ago. With a geological history spanning over 300 million years, this is one of the largest lakes in the region. With a capacity of nearly 1.7 million cubic meters of water, it also sustains a rich and resilient ecosystem. Particularly, the area around the lake still preserves traces of the ancient Ka people. A mysterious tribe once lived here. The rare surviving cultural relics have opened a door, guiding us back to a forgotten civilization. Bang River High Lagu Park is located in Sichuan Province, China. One of the few unique locations in China. A layer of permafrost that remains largely unaffected by global climate change has been preserved. Formed during the last ice age, approximately 25,000 years ago. The Bang River stretches from 11 to nearly 20 kilometers in length, with some sections reaching a thickness of up to 300 meters. Temperatures in the area fluctuate dramatically and can drop as low as -8 degrees Celsius in the winter. In the summer, temperatures hover around a pleasant 20 degrees Celsius, creating a rich living environment for many endemic species. The most surprising thing is the appearance of a series of natural hot springs hidden at the foot of Bang Mountain. Some streams reach temperatures of up to 80 degrees Celsius, creating a remarkable contrast between the icy landscape and the boiling, bubbling water. This very contrast has made Hailu Island one of the most unique destinations. This is the beauty of nature, sculpted by time, harshness, and those inexplicable wonders. Leaving the tranquil river behind, we venture deep into the heart of Xinjiang's majestic mountain range, home to the Grand Tianshan Canyon. It emerges like a colossal stone painting, sculpted by nature over hundreds of thousands of years. With a length of over 38 kilometers and a depth of up to 550 meters, this is considered one of the largest canyons on the planet. According to geologists, this canyon was formed by water and wind erosion approximately 500,000 years ago. Under the influence of nature, the cliffs emerge with unique shapes, layer upon majestic layer, exuding a magnificent power. Not only does Tian Shan Gorge boast spectacular landscapes, but it is also home to more than 200 rare species of flora and fauna. Among them are species that live exclusively in this region. What is special is that the color of the stones here can change with each season of the year. Spring is a vibrant fusion of gold, red, and green. The entire canyon seemed immersed in a dazzling dream crafted by nature. It is this magical transformation that makes this place such a captivating destination. This is an unmissable destination for those who are passionate about the majestic and mysterious beauty of nature. Endron Old Town is one of the remarkable ancient wonders that still exist in China today. A place that preserves intact European architectural values from the late Qing dynasty era. With a vast area of up to approximately 200 hectares, this neighborhood not only boasts more than 50 ancient villas but also preserves incredibly valuable cultural relics. Recount the story of a tumultuous historical period. Along an Indu street, the famous Mansheng Yuan estate was built in 194. This was once the mansion of a wealthy merchant family. The architecture of this estate is a subtle blend. Profound differences exist between Eastern and Western cultures, creating distinctive characteristics unique to each civilization. Offering a fresh perspective on the interplay between two cultures. Recognized as a National Cultural Heritage Site in 2001. And an ancient town has now become an unmissable destination. Every year, this place attracts millions of tourists. Among them, hundreds of thousands of tourists showed a particular fondness for exploring the historical and cultural values. In addition, Annan is also renowned for its unique traditional festivals. Like a dragon boat gliding gently along the rows of peach trees. It offers travelers the opportunity to immerse themselves. The vibrant traditional activities of the local people. Pham Tin Sun is the highest mountain in Guizhou province. It offers a majestic landscape and a unique ecosystem rarely matched anywhere else. At an elevation of 750 meters above sea level, this place is not only home to many rare species of flora and fauna. Additionally, this is also the habitat of the Chinese golden snub-nosed monkey. An animal species is facing the risk of extinction. In 2018, the scenic landscape of Pham Tin Sun was honored by UNESCO as a World Heritage Site. Affirming the unique and outstanding cultural and natural values of this region. This area covers up to 485 square kilometers. It offers stunning trails, inviting adventurous travelers to explore and discover. As well as stunning viewpoints to admire the majestic nature. Notably, Fanjingshan is also home to one of China's most diverse ecosystems. With over 1,600 different plant species, this place becomes an ideal destination for nature and flower enthusiasts. When it comes to natural wonders, one certainly cannot fail to mention the Jade Dragon Snow Mountain. One of the coldest mountain ranges in China, with a maximum altitude of up to 5,600 meters. This place has become one of the coldest regions on Earth. Jade Dragon Snow Mountain has become an exceptionally unique destination. Moreover, this mountain range once served as a vital link on the historic Silk Road. The place where merchants from Tibet and China meet to exchange and trade goods. Covering an area of up to 22,000 hectares, this region features a climate with temperatures ranging from 0 degrees Celsius to 20 degrees Celsius. Creating an ideal environment where you can witness snow and ice up close, right near the tropics. A truly unique and impressive sight. Particularly, Jade Dragon Snow Mountain is also the source of many pristine forests. Home to rare and precious species of plants and animals. And nowhere else in the world can be found. Not only does it possess breathtaking natural beauty, but also carries within it extremely important ecological and historical values. Therefore, Jade Dragon Snow Mountain is not merely a natural wonder. In addition, this place is also a priceless treasure, attracting those who are passionate about exploring the natural world and ancient history. Hodongjiang's journey southward continues. It appears like a giant mirror reflecting the sky. This lake is the largest artificial lake in Hunan province, spanning nearly 3,900 acres. The lake was completed in 1970 as part of the country's large-scale hydroelectric project. Not only does it play a role in providing energy, Donggang also plays a role in flood regulation and contributes to stabilizing the ecological environment for the entire region. At the bottom of that crystal-clear lake lay an utterly unexpected surprise. There exists a peculiar species of fish known as the blood parrot cichlid. A rare specialty, found only in this place. In the summer, the lake water warms up and can reach around 28 degrees Celsius. An ideal destination for swimming and water sports enthusiasts. Dongjiang Lake is not merely a modern engineering feat, but also a place that preserves the unique beauty of nature, culture, and cuisine. Once you set foot here, it's hard to forget. The singing sand dunes are one of the most fascinating and famous natural wonders in Dunhuang, China. When visitors climb up the high dunes and slide down, or when strong winds blow across them, the entire dune emits incredibly unique sounds, resembling musical notes, the ringing of bells, or even the rumble of thunder. This unique natural phenomenon not only sparks the curiosity of tourists but also serves as an intriguing subject of research for scientists. Covering an expansive area of up to 24,000 hectares and situated 610 meters above sea level. For a long time, this place has been one of China's famous natural wonders. The most distinctive feature of this place is its peculiar sounds. Like the echo of a drum each time the sand grains shift with the wind. That sound was not merely noise, it contributed to creating an utterly mysterious atmosphere, while offering tourists unforgettable experiences. Surrounded by the Min Sa mountain range, this sand dune also boasts a stunning crescent-shaped lake named Crescent Spring. The only freshwater source in the desert has existed for over 2,000 years. Thanks to its unique hydrological system, this arid land is able to sustain life. Interestingly, this area, though bustling, still possesses a majestic beauty. However, it also presents extremely harsh conditions. Nighttime temperatures can drop significantly to as low as 15 degrees Celsius. Temperatures can reach up to 38 degrees Celsius during the day. This is a major challenge for the flora and fauna living in the area. However, there is an interesting fact that we cannot overlook. For a long time, Min Sa Mountain has been known as an important stopover on the Silk Road, where merchants and travelers of old often stopped to rest, trading and sharing stories. These traces are evidence of the region's incredibly diverse and rich cultural history. Crossing the treacherous high mountain ranges in Sichuan province, Mount Shikunyang stands tall and proud, boasting the highest peak in the region. At over 6,800 meters high, it is among the highest peaks in China. In local folklore, this mountain is likened to a goddess of ice and snow, symbolizing the pure beauty and majestic power of nature. Not only does it have a majestic appearance, but the area surrounding the mountain also spans up to 29,542 hectares. It is home to many rare animal species, such as the giant panda and the snow leopard. The biological symbols are being preserved with the utmost rigor. Formed approximately 200 million years ago, this mountain range stands as a powerful testament to the geological upheavals of the distant past. The remarkable thing is that despite attracting a large number of climbers to conquer it, however, only about 3% of people have ever conquered the highest peak. Just for the laugh. Not only a majestic destination but also a symbol of courage and humanity's aspiration for exploration. Let us continue our journey to explore the magnificent wonders of China. We cannot overlook Huashan Mountain, one of the 5 most sacred and famous mountains, at an altitude of nearly 2,300 meters above sea level. This mountain peak is shrouded in clouds all year round, thanks to the profound meanings embedded within myths that have endured for millennia. What makes Huashan Mountain distinct and unique? It was a precarious trail winding along the cliff face, where there are paths only a foot wide, and the fragile wooden planks mounted directly onto the vertical wall. Moreover, this mountain holds distinctive cultural values. Long ago, this place was a center of Taoist monastic practice. More than 2,000 years ago, this land was once called Tai Sun. The special status of this mountain is reflected in its veneration within the system of the 5 sacred mountains. Nowadays, Mount Hua attracts hundreds of thousands of visitors each year. It goes beyond merely testing one's courage. but also to witness with their own eyes a surreal beauty beyond imagination. And feel the sacred energy of mountains and rivers, condensed from heaven and earth. Through the many sedimentary layers of time. Not only does China boast majestic mountains, but it also possesses stunningly beautiful lakes. As if stepping out of a fairy tale. Among these, Ho Nia Hai is a rare natural component, with an area of up to over 126 square kilometers. This small lake is a vital source of life for millions of residents in the surrounding area. The average depth is approximately 7 meters, but its capacity can reach up to 400 million cubic meters of water. A figure that would astonish anyone. What is even more special is Ho Gi Hai Lake. It was formed approximately 1 million years ago, due to tectonic activity, forming a vast ancient lake. Therefore, the ecosystem here is incredibly rich, with over 100 species of freshwater fish living together. Among them are many rare species, facing the risk of extinction. Therefore, the lake holds not only biological value. Moreover, it also plays a key role in the effort to protect the natural environment and preserve native species. On quiet afternoons, when everything sinks into silence, the lake's surface was calm, resembling a giant mirror. Here are some more natural and clearer ways to express it. The original passage appears to contain ambiguous wording and may have spelling errors. Based on pronunciation and inferable context, this passage likely intends to convey the following meaning. The road to Thien Tai has long been renowned for its breathtaking beauty, akin to a celestial paradise. Has become one of the most sacred wonders. And it is one of the greatest mysteries of China. Not only is it renowned as the birthplace of the Thien Tai school of Buddhism, this place is also known as a land that stirs the soul. Between heaven and earth and humanity, between majestic nature and spiritual life. Due to an altitude of nearly 1,300 meters, and covering an area of nearly 500 acres, the Noi Thien Tai complex is a truly wondrous combination. Here are some more natural and clearer expressions, depending on the specific context. Deep valleys and enchanting primeval forests. Alongside its majestic and splendid beauty, this place also offers an unusually serene atmosphere. The summers here are pleasantly cool, with an average temperature of around 24 degrees Celsius. Winter can be cold with temperatures below zero. That very gentle warmth created ideal conditions for people want to find a little peace of mind again, and reflecting on the spiritual life. Moreover, within the heart of the mountain, there are as many as 8 large rivers flowing through, and countless waterfalls cascaded down furiously from a staggering height, just created an incredibly vivid nature painting. It also nurtures an ecosystem few would ever suspect. This very harmony is what creates the beauty of Thien Tai. Not only a sacred place for people to practice their faith, but also one of the district's most unexpectedly beautiful and mysterious natural landscapes. Amidst the mystical highlands, the mountain stands tall and proud. Mount Wutai has long been revered as one of the 4 great sacred mountains of Chinese Buddhism. One of the 4 most sacred mountains, Zhang Buddhism, at an elevation of up to approximately 3,000 meters. And the 5 peaks of Hung Vi Mountain. Boi Din is a proper noun, along with profound spiritual values. From time immemorial, this place has always remained just like this. It has become a sacred pilgrimage site, not only for domestic investors and visitors from all regions, and the name of the local people, not merely possessing a purely religious beauty. The area around Mount Wutai, it also spans over 24,000 hectares, gathering more than 50 ancient pagodas. Each temple holds within it a unique story, embodying profound cultural and spiritual values. The imprint of history and spiritual cultural values, spanning over 1,500 years of history. Val Muahi. The climate here is pleasantly cool and comfortable, with temperatures hovering around 21 degrees Celsius. In the bitter cold of winter, as icy winds sweep in and the sky turns leaden gray, nature seems to fall into a deep slumber. Trees shed their leaves, standing stark and skeletal against the gloomy sky. All creatures seek shelter, hunkering down as they await the first warm rays of spring sun. The air turned cold, diminished 6th. Chin Su Tran Len Ro Ret. Between seasons lies a special transition, and it is precisely these liminal moments that create a distinct and unforgettable beauty. Diverse and fertile landscapes, along with a rich and diverse flora and fauna. Particularly, very few people are aware of this. Mount Wutai is also home to indigenous communities. Diversity of rare animal species. Among them, many species are facing the risk of extinction is consequently increasing, enhancing the regional ecosystem's value. At the same time, emphasize the importance of preserve that precious natural habitat. Not far from there is the Ngu New Mountain Range in Liaoning Province. Here's another story to share. Rich in cultural identity and deeply spiritual. Nu. The 5 women had a neat and graceful appearance. Associated with folk legends. From ancient times, this place has been renowned and has stood out as a prominent land with intricately and meticulously carved stone relics. Since the Qing dynasty, it has borne the profound imprint of a historical era, of a once flourishing ancient civilization. Not merely a place to store the fragments of memory, the Ngu New Mountain Range is a precious historical witness. Additionally, the area is blanketed with lush coniferous forests, lush green all year round, creating a refreshing and vibrant landscape. A vibrant and diverse ecosystem, with an average elevation of about 800 meters above sea level. This area has been recognized as one of the most important conservation zones. Our province boasts a rich ecosystem, home to a diverse array of wildlife. Among them, the largest mammal is animal name, spanning an area of up to more than 10,000 hectares. Here, summer temperatures can reach up to 29 degrees Celsius, while the frigid winter spreads its chill, when the temperature drops below -17 degrees Celsius, due to the harsh climate. But that characteristic is remarkably full and complete, has created an extremely attractive living environment. This country is an ideal year-round habitat for wildlife. Whether it's the beautiful natural scenery or the local people, everything is renowned for the majestic natural scenery of the 5 Women Mountains. It is also a venue for traditional festivals. Visitors from all regions flock to experience unique traditional cultures and explore the diverse wildlife. Come to learn about the customs. A rich spiritual life and cultural heritage passed down through generations are the core values that form the nation's identity of the indigenous people. Precisely for that reason, during the war, this mountain once served as the warrior's sanctuary. Countless heroic stories remain untold in their entirety. Continue your journey of discovery. Din Dang Mountain Range. It appears like a majestic landscape painting, stretching across eastern China, with a peak nearly 2,100 meters high. This place has long been an ideal destination for those passionate about the journey of conquest and explore pristine nature. Din Dang Mountain Range, formed approximately 100 million years ago. This is the result of volcanic eruptions, based on the actual process of the people, and our people. A volcanic eruption has occurred, combined with the erosion process. Over millions of years of formation, this place has developed a truly unique and distinctive terrain, and one of a kind. In 2010, Yan Dang Mountain, the site, honored by UNESCO as a World Heritage Site, has affirmed its outstanding universal value. This prestigious recognition is not only a great source of pride but also brings the responsibility to preserve and promote the heritage's value for future generations. World Heritage Site designation, a well-deserved recognition on a larger stage. 10,000 hours, that is the magic number. Among the wonders at this place, one cannot fail to mention the Tianan Rock Formation, a stone tower nearly 20 meters high, with its unique design, rumored to contain mystical powers beyond ordinary understanding. And then, when the first light of dawn broke, beneath the clear blue water, the reflection was as sharp as a mirror. Kua Ho Thien Dao. Visitors will undoubtedly be left awestruck and overwhelmed by that magnificent beauty of one of the artificial lakes. As most populous country and also possesses the longest continuous historical and cultural heritage on the globe. With its vast territory, China ranks among the world, with a total area of up to nearly. The project has a total implementation time of 232,000 hours. And over 1,000 large and small islands scattered throughout. Heaven Island Lake is an artificial structure formed as a result of hydroelectric dam construction. A hydroelectric dam was built in 1959. This very work marked a turning point. The entire area's landscape, an ancient city, lies perfectly preserved deep beneath the lake. Today, the deepest point of the ocean has been identified as the Challenger Deep in the Mariana Trench, with a depth of nearly 11,000 meters below sea level. This is one of the most mysterious and extreme places on Earth, where sunlight cannot reach and the pressure is immense. The discovery of this deepest point is a monumental achievement in oceanographic science, opening the door to understanding the strange creatures and unique geological conditions that exist in perpetual darkness. The depth of the lake can reach up to 30 meters, providing an ideal living environment for aquatic life. At the same time, preserving the invaluable ecological balance is crucial. What amazes many people is, this ancient city lies hidden at the bottom of the lake. It was once home to thousands of residents, before the family had to migrate to secure the right to execute the historic hydroelectric project. Heavenly Island Lake is not only a stunning scenic beauty but also a unique natural wonder, preserving profound cultural and historical values. The majestic beauty of the lake, along with its thousands of large and small islands, creates a picturesque landscape that captivates visitors from all over the world. It leaves one in awe of its beauty. That beauty is not only poetic but also evokes a wondrous fairy tale painting. This deeply moving epic is etched in the memory of this land. Hanggijeon Strait is one of the most historically and culturally significant roads, renowned for its ancient architecture and unique nostalgic atmosphere. Sundong Cave is recognized as the world's largest natural cave. Not only is it remarkable for its impressive length, even at an altitude of over 4,500 meters, however, it holds many wonders never before known to anyone. Formed approximately 2 million years ago, this action has become home to countless endemic animal species. The original text is a short and semantically incomplete phrase. To rewrite it clearly and naturally while preserving the intended meaning, this phrase is typically used to emphasize a prominent feature. The height can reach up to 430 meters. The Gijeon product line creates living spaces that the stark contrast in temperature and air quality. From that point, an ecosystem began to take shape. Vietnamese culinary culture is incredibly diverse and rich, reflected in the distinct differences between its regions. Each locality offers its own unique flavors, creating a vibrant and colorful culinary tapestry. Here, visitors can not only admire the beauty of the scenic landscape but also immerse themselves in a cultural space rich in national identity. Underground, towering limestone columns stand majestically, creating a magnificent spectacle that leaves anyone in awe and admiration. In addition, visitors also have the opportunity to admire the magnificent stalactite formations, up to 7 meters tall, creating a scene. The breathtaking beauty of nature captivates all who behold it. Additionally, a little-known fact is that inside this river still flows through the cave. The tunnel is approximately 490 meters long. The river is more than just a source of water. Live not just for yourself, but for the entire ecosystem. Creates a space that is both mystical and unique, enhancing the mystical beauty of Hanggijeon, Chin V Vei. This is not just a place that attracts enthusiasts. Nature also possesses the power to captivate the human heart. Those who are passionate about exploring the Earth's hidden mysteries move to another wonder. UNESCO has recognized this site as a World Natural Heritage Site. Around the world, possessing these characteristics. And yet it remains forever out of reach. With its magnificent and unique limestone system, the summit in Le Bas Garden reaches a height of up to a landscape crafted from 1,000 meters. Here, the landscape is both majestic and impressive. Visitors will have the opportunity to admire the breathtaking beauty. With over 600 diverse animal species, rare